Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope we're doing great today. Happy Sunday. We've got 8 matchups on this NBA slate today. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. Definitely helps out the channel. Check out all my other betting links in the description below, guys. And big new thing, guys, if you guys are in North Carolina, they have an early sign-up special. March 11th, it's going to be legal for sports betting. So up until the 10th, you have a pre-registration window on FanDuel, DraftKings, BetMGM in the links below. You're going to get an extra $100 in bonus bets, guys, on top of your deposit bonus. It's a no-brainer. If you guys live in North Carolina, take advantage because it's the only time you're going to be able to. So up until the 10th, links in the bio or in the description of the video, guys. Check it out. Definitely want to take advantage if you guys do live in the North Carolina area. And yeah, we'll hop in it here. A decent sized slate today as we close out the weekend, starting with the Philadelphia 76ers versus the Dallas Mavericks. Dallas opening up as an 8-point home favorite with the over-under at 237. Sixers coming into this matchup 34-25. Dallas 34-26. Head-to-head Dallas 6-4 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings. Don't see any injuries for Dallas. Sixers coming off a Charlotte win. Dallas coming off a bad Boston loss. Philadelphia 2-15 on the road against Dallas. They have not been good against Dallas. They're 1-5 covering the spread. Dallas 8-3 in their last 11. They're 5-1 at home where they're playing very well. 8-3 covering in their last 11 here. Interesting spread. The 8 points is definitely interesting here. You're catching the Mavs coming off a 28-point loss against the Celtics here. At home, healthy. The Sixers team just isn't it, man. They're just not it. Not without Embiid. They really aren't. And we've seen them get blown out a lot recently. I think it's a good bounce back for the Mavs at home, getting blown out by the Celtics. Home game here. Give me Dallas -8 and money line at home. Next matchup, we got the Golden State Warriors versus the Boston Celtics. Boston opening up as an 11-point home favorite with the over-under at 231. Warriors coming into this matchup 32-27. Boston 47-12. Head-to-head, the Warriors 6-4 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings. Curry's questionable for this matchup, so be sure to check his status. That would be big time if he is out. Porzingis is questionable. Warriors 8-2 in their last 10. They're playing great. 3-game winning streak coming off a Toronto win. Boston, they've won their last 10 plus. I mean, they're on fire right now. Coming off a big Dallas win. Warriors, they've been very good against Boston. They're 6-0 covering against Boston. 5-1 head-to-head against Boston. So they've been very good against the Celtics. 8-0 covering on the road where they've been very good. We know Boston, I mean, they've won their last 10 plus, 6-0 at home, 5-0 covering the spread here. Another double-digit game for Boston here. And it's just a lot of points because the Warriors have been playing very well. And but we've seen Boston, their last 5 games have been blowouts. And Curry questionable. We're going to see what happens. I just think it's a lot of points. If Curry's playing, give me the Warriors +11. But if Curry's out, I'm sure the line might move up a little bit more. But if Curry's out, we'll take the Celtics at home here. Next matchup, we got the Los Angeles Clippers versus the Minnesota Timberwolves. Minnesota opening up as a 1-point home favorite with the over-under at 221. Clippers coming into this matchup 38-20. Minnesota 42-18. Head-to-head, Minnesota 6-4 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings. Clippers coming off a Washington win. They lost by 21 to Minnesota in their last meeting. Minnesota coming off a Sacramento loss. The Clippers 1-6 against Minnesota. 1-6 covering against Minnesota. They have not been very good head-to-head against the Timberwolves. And no Russell Westbrook coming off the bench for them. Anthony Edwards is questionable, so be sure to check his status. We'll see if he plays today. Hopefully he does. But yeah, the Clippers, they've been very kind of spotty now. They haven't got 2 wins here. In the most of February, they haven't built 2 game wins in a row, which is not good. Yeah, playing poorly. I think I got to take, in a pick'em scenario, I think I got to roll with the home team here, and I'm going to roll with Minnesota at home. Next matchup, we've got the Charlotte Hornets versus the Toronto Raptors. Raptors opening up as a 7-point home favorite with the over-under at 223.5. Hornets coming into this matchup 15-45. Toronto 22-38. Head-to-head, Toronto 8-2 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings. I don't see any major injuries that we don't know about here. No Scotty Barnes for Toronto. Charlotte on a 3-game losing streak coming off a Philly loss. Toronto on a 2-game losing streak coming off a Warriors loss. Just an ugly looking matchup here. You look at the numbers. Charlotte 0-6 on the road against Toronto. 1-6 against Toronto. So they haven't been good against Toronto at all. Toronto just 1-5 at home. So they haven't been good at home. Yeah, I don't know. This is a tough one here. Especially without Scotty Barnes, who's really like the whole team. I don't know. I think I gotta take a shot with the Hornets +7 on the road. I don't love it, but I just don't trust the Raptors here. Next matchup, we got the Detroit Pistons versus the Orlando Magic. Magic opening up as an 11-point home favorite with the over-under at 218. Detroit coming into this matchup 9-50. Orlando 34-26. Head-to-head, Orlando 6-4 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings. Detroit 3-7 in their last 10, coming off a Cleveland loss. Magic 7-3 in their last 10 on a 2-game winning streak, coming off a Utah win. Detroit 0-5 against the Magic, 1-4 on the road against the Magic here. They have not been good against Orlando. Orlando currently 6-1 covering at home, 4-1 at home against Detroit. They've been very good against Detroit here, and yeah, I think I gotta take a shot with the Magic -11. Throw them in your money line parlays at home today. Next matchup, we got the Indiana Pacers versus the San Antonio Spurs. Pacers opening up as a 6.5-point road favorite with the over-under at 243. Pacers coming into this matchup 34-28. Spurs 12-48. Head-to-head, the Pacers 6-4 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings. Don't see any major injuries here. The Pacers coming off a bad Pelicans loss. Spurs coming off a big OKC win. One of their bigger wins of the season here. If you look at the numbers, Pacers, they're 8-4 against the Spurs. 6-1 covering on the road against the Spurs. And the numbers are just never going to be in favor of the Spurs. They're just not with how bad they've been. But yeah, Pacers 1-2 in their last 3. Couple losses here with Toronto and the Pelicans. I don't know. I look at this one here. I don't know. Spurs at home just seems intriguing. Not in love with the Pacers, to be honest. I think I'd rather take a shot with the Spurs +6.5 at home. Next matchup, we've got the New York Knicks versus the Cleveland Cavaliers. Cavs opening up as a 6.5-point home favorite with the over-under at 212.5. Knicks coming into this matchup 35-25. The Cavs 39-20. Head-to-head, the Knicks are 8-2 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings. The Knicks coming off a Warriors loss. Cavs coming off a Detroit win. Donovan Mitchell, Karis LeVert, both questionable, so be sure to check their statuses here. If you look at the numbers, though, Knicks 8-2 against Cleveland, 8-2 covering against Cleveland, and but 1-10 covering the spread. Horrible covering the spread right now. Cleveland 11-2 at home. This one's going to be one you got to monitor. If Donovan Mitchell plays, I really like the Cavs at home. But if he's out, I don't know. I'd probably take the Knicks. So be sure to check Donovan Mitchell's status. Hopefully he suits up today, and we'll take the Cavs -6.5 at money line at home. Then the last matchup, we've got the Oklahoma City Thunder versus the Phoenix Suns. Thunder opening up as a 5.5-point road favorite with the over-under at 233.5. Thunder coming into this matchup 41-18. The Suns 35-25. Head-to-head, Phoenix 7-3 in the last 10 head-to-head meetings. Yeah, Devin Booker questionable. Looked like he had a bad injury last game, so we'll see what happens. OKC coming off a Spurs loss. Phoenix coming off a Houston loss. OKC 6-1 covering the spread right now, so they've been good with the spread. Phoenix 9-1 at home. They play very good at home here. But I feel like Devin Booker's not going to play today. That injury looked kind of bad last night, and they're coming off a back-to-back. I just feel like he's not going to play. I'd be very surprised if he did. I think that's why the Thunder are the favorites here. So if Devin Booker is indeed out, I like the Thunder minus 5.5 and money line on the road here. That's going to be it for the video. Good luck with your picks and parlays on Sunday. Hope you guys all cash out, and I'll see you guys Monday. Have a good one.